Are these the bandits that we killed earlier, or is this totally different?
We think
Because if you still have that head, you could just hand it to him and be like, "Oh, all done."
it's been a couple days.
Oh,
yeah, I gave the head away. I gave it to my contact.
okay.
You probably just tossed it because
This is
good to have that head.
this is our handler that's speaking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he knows these aren't traditional bandits. He must have some sort of plan. Okay.
Yeah. So we've had way too many reports of bandits, and the number seems to only be increasing. Even our hunters are getting targeted, and gives y'all a point to look. So that's the last straw. We're going to put a stop to this once for all.
Can I use thaumaturgy to make it sound like people are whispering to each other, like there's some sort of conspiracy happening?
Yes.
So is this like Yavin 4 level like conversation where like we're planning the Death Star operation? Like, okay, cool. So like we can like randomly like chime in with shit, or like are we expected to be quiet? And I'm gonna raise my hand. I'm like, is this? I know like everyone's here to do this job, but is this like a we need to work together, or like a there's just like an open hunting ticket on any and all bandits that associate themselves with this group?
Both. Some of y'all will be working together. Some of y'all will be running solo, doing scouting.
Are we getting paid per head? Like, how's this work?
Good question. Yes, you'll be getting your regular pay plus 10 chips per head.
Hot damn, hold on.
At the mention of money, my eyes light up.
I think probably like I like nudge you like hey like
Payday!
we're gonna make bank.
It's like payday!
Yeah.
We're gonna make the world a better place.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the barbarians like.
I groan. I kind of like do whatever my version of crossing yourself would be, like religiously or whatever.
God bless the
plus
souls
looting
that
right.
I'm about to
Yeah.
send to the afterlife.
I want to like crack my neck and kind of loosen my sword in its sheath and like, all right, where are we going? Point me at him.
I'm gonna chime in. Do we have a given understanding of where these hits from the bandits are happening?
Mm-hmm. And he'll pull out a map and call over team heads, which I imagine one of y'all is the leader of the team.
I vote the barbarian.
Yzro, okay. Yzro is the de facto barbarian leader.
Alrighty, I'll wander
So
up
he'll
to the map.
the map
Might
is-
makes right in the world.
a rough sketch of the city in the center and the surrounding area and roads and whatnot, and then a little markers to indicate where the events happened. And there's a good like
So we like
couple
triangulated
Do we have a map of our own that we can mark these locations, like kind of make like a copy, so to speak? A rough sketch? I mean, rough. I mean, I expect he's probably got a really nice map on like vellum, and like we have like a shitty like hide of something.
You would probably even be encouraged to keep your own maps.
Right.
Uh,
Or hunters. We have to like chart the wilds and shit like that, I'd assume.
Yeah.
so what are they?
I would like to nudge Ravati
Mhm.
and then whisper, so how greedy do we want to be here?
I just like look at him and be like, how much gold do you want?
I'd like to
what kind of question is
I'd like to
that?
cast minor illusion. Okay, as his response, I'd like to cast minor illusion on the map to make the locations incorrect.
Okay. He's gonna slam his hand on the table. Whoever did that, stop that!
Yeah,
He's
it's gonna be like
looking at the
everyone's
map.
staring right at it when you change the map.
No, okay, sorry. You're right. I'd like to make a sound on the other end of the room and then change the map.
Everybody else probably be fooled, but he's probably been working on that for a
Wise
while.
and grizzled old man. He knows this bullshit.
He's fed up with that. If he knew who it was, he'd be out of the room pronto. So he
I
just roars
think
that-
maybe like I'm quietly snickering as they're both like like the good attempt. Like I see what happened, and then also like the I'm also find it funny that you got caught. You know, like kind of like.
If I
kind
can
of
do
like
it without
both.
giving you away, I'm gonna stare daggers at you.
You just immediately assume that it's probably Spark or I.
Yeah.
So Gregor is starting to give out orders, and then he
I notice.
turns to Idro. He's like, your team will scout this location here, and points at a
Scout or
Scout.
assault?
scout.
Scout. Are you sure?
Yes,
Okay. Yes, sir.
So we're scouting locations?
unless you feel like you could take it. If you come across an enemy and feel like you could take it,
Okay, so our orders are to scout, but if we come across a group small enough to take out, we take them out.
a target of opportunity, you are free to engage.
Beautiful. I like those rules of engagement.
I heard free game. Did anyone else hear free game?
I'll be like, shh.
I heard open season. Did anyone else hear open season?
This is the one thing we agree on.
I nudge him. I kind of like lean over and whisper in his ear again. And I go, "That's the only kind of season I like."
Wait, you're a druid.
Doesn't mean I have to like everything about nature. I just have to accept it and fully embrace it.
I mean, also you're a druid, so shouldn't you know about like pepper and garlic, and you should be a good cook, right?
No, I'm not. I eat berries and roots.
Well, that's gross.
Mm.
So, what does he? Does he
Kind
tell us any tactical info, or can we just kind of like set off with that map info and start scouting and killing?
No, I mean nothing that's not new to you. Like
Okay.
you've witnessed it firsthand, so you've heard all that he's given you before.
Will there be any other teams operating in the location we're operating?
Yeah,
Well, we would know them, right? So if we're out in the wild and we see somebody, we would know if they're hunters or not.
I want to.
you're the vanguard.
Okay.
I'm going to do something a little out of character for Ravati. I want to chime in and I want to disclaim the information that I've learned because of the similarities between our previous event and the fact that our handler has specifically looked at us as this is very similar to the same shit that you dealt with. I want to chime in with can we also have a team investigate the noble house of the Otters concerning the recent banishment of Georgios Otter, his smuggling operation, the fact that he has left the city, and only after that fact has all of these bandit attacks occurred. They have enough money and sway both within and outside the city to possibly pull an operation like this off, even if they are a minor house.
Yes, good call.
Cool.
Though this will be from our own pockets. This is a side thing.
Yeah, I mean, and like I guess she pauses and she goes, "I understand that that is certainly the way it works. And if it does end up being a lead, then I would expect that team would receive fair pay for gathering that information for the rest of us."
Right.
I mean, they're not getting any heads, so to speak,
Yeah.
for that investigation. And I don't think that's fair if it ends up being worthwhile and getting more heads for the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. So he's going to ask around the other teams if they could spare a person or not.
Right. So he's basically, I mean, because I assume that that's only going to take like a day or two of investigation comparative to. I just wanted to get that information in case it helps us in the long run.
Other teams in the room, or just other teams in general?
In the room, there's a good 15 other people in here with you.
Can I use my thaumaturgy to volunteer a team on the other side of the room?
Yes.
Well, he's taking volunteers. It's not like classroom volunteers where it's like any volunteers and then he starts picking.
Oh, okay. Well then,
I think it's just kind of like I'm picking all the people that don't already have crews to go and do this. Is that right, Clark? I mean, I'm putting words in your mouth, but is that kind of what this is? Is he's kind of picking the lone wolves of the hall?
In fact, what'll end up happening is just that team will end up being delayed like a little while.
Right.
So they'll just lag behind everybody else and then catch up.
Sweet. Perfect. And then I lean over at Spark and I'm like, see, I took out a whole team, and they help us out.
So with the
Money.
different orders, since now there's less people.
Cool.
This is okay. Yeah, no, okay. You have your orders.
So what part of the operation are we? Are we reconnaissance? Are we assault? Reconnaissance? Cool.
Reconnaissance.
We're a
with
little bit of
orders to
both,
engage
right? Yeah.
on targets of opportunity.
Yeah.
Ever-
Reconnaissance with discretion. I would assume.
Is everyone else on recon then, or like everyone else in the room
Like
also
you
on
said,
recon?
We're the vanguard, right? So we're kind of going in ahead of them. Front line.
We're ahead.
So our team specifically is recon then, not anyone.
First boots on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we're
Basically-
recon the way Marines have recon, where we basically just are the ones that get to start killing first.
Yeah, we get drop off. We secure locations. We move forward. Investigate.
Gotcha. So
Targets of opportunity.
okay, so we're doing it alone. Gotcha. Okay.
For a little bit.
Well, there's a couple teams, but I mean, it's the entire wilds essentially.
You'd have to fall back to a certain point to.
I assume that there's like a location of operation that you can that we report back to with information, et cetera, which is one of the giant X's on the map. And
The main reason I'm asking is because if there's other teams going out and investigating places, my character would easily suggest something along the lines of, instead of going to where we're supposed to go, we just follow another group, and as soon as they're got their back turned, steal all their heads, and then move on to where we were going.
I'm
That would work
I'm
if we
not
weren't
good
going to
with
be the first ones out there, right? And yeah, Ezra would totally not be cool with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I appreciate the hunger for currency. However, that doesn't take us any closer to the retribution that fate deems worthy of these bandits.
Is 133 gold enough for me to buy a bigger shield before we leave? Or 133 chips, sorry.
I don't think there's different types of
Shields are
is there?
flat.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
2 AC
I mean,
flat.
you can get a nicer.
No, yeah,
shield.
I don't need
He wants
I
a
don't
shield
need
plus-
mechanical-
Shield
I don't
plus
need a
one.
mechanical bonus. I just
Is
want
there
a
like
big
a
ass
mace
shield.
plus one somewhere?
That's like 500 chips.
Is
I don't know.
Masterwork
I'm
a
curious.
system?
Huh?
Is
No,
Masterwork
no, it's not.
Okay.
No,
Oh.
it's about material used. There is material tables, so like maybe Steven uses like a wood and he could upgrade to like an iron or a steel, which means its durability, if it was like targeted specifically, that would
Oh,
play
so
a-
like if somebody wanted to destroy my shield, having a mithril shield makes that a lot harder than like a wooden
Right.
bandage shield.
And
No, then your styrofoam one.
quality matters. So like particularly this comes into case like with my other group where like they fought a minotaur, and when I did damage, if they had a shield, I halfway did damage to the shield, like when they put it up to block
Because
the
he was just
headbutt.
battering the shield.
Yeah, he literally was like horn battering, and like if you, for example, if you charged it, it would be reasonable to say, look, I just did 20 damage. How good is this shield? Can it withstand my headbutt? You know, kind of thing.
How much coinage you got?
Me, 133 chips.
Okay. You could go and pay that
For like some
with
bandit
promise.
iron.
with promise to pay more to get a better weapon.
Got a weapon?
I think that was for Kiro. What?
Oh.
Or
Either
Right?
one.
weapon? Because
Yeah.
he was talking about a
Can
shield.
I get like a
I
great
got
sword plus
switch.
one?
Yeah, see, a
Yeah.
shield plus one, that's totally different.
Oh no, I can't get a shield plus one, right? Because increased
Yeah,
armor
you can.
class is way overpowered. Oh, I can? Well,
Absolutely.
hell yeah, I will gladly pay whatever I need to take to get a shield
More
plus
expensive,
one.
But yes, you can both get better stuff. Okay.
You're looking at 250 to